Welcome to Golden Flame Stars. What really happens when you become a global name before you've even had the chance to grow up? In today's video, we revisit the child stars who once lit up Hollywood and reveal the hidden cost of early fame. Was it a launchpad to fortune, or a trap of pressure, lost privacy, family fractures, scandals, and unexpected struggles? Some vanished from the spotlight, others returned with stunning reinventions. Stay to the end. The biggest twist may surprise you. Starting at 11 months, Brooke Shields became a massive global icon, with her beauty famously dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. While the Blue Lagoon brought intense sexualization and overwhelming pressure, she reclaimed her narrative through education and resilience. Now 60, she serves as president of Actors Equity, leading the industry on her own terms after nearly 6 decades in the spotlight. At 10, Tatum O'Neal starred with her father in Paper Moon, becoming the youngest competitive Oscar winner, a record she still holds today. Fame arrived instantly, but maturity proved difficult. After decades of family strife, she reconciled with her father before his 2023 death. Now 61, she continues recovering from a severe 2020 stroke caused by an overdose, highlighting a life marked by both historical success and significant struggle. At 18, Alicia Silverstone became a global icon in Clueless, earning a massive studio deal. However, this overnight A-list fame brought cruel public scrutiny and body shaming, especially during Batman and Robin. Feeling isolated by the industry's toxicity, she eventually chose to step back. Now 49, she works selectively and has become a powerful, dedicated voice for veganism and animal rights activism, finding peace beyond Hollywood. At 9, Anna Paquin debuted in The Piano, becoming one of the youngest Oscar winners in history. Dubbed the world's best child actor, she transitioned into a massive global icon through X-Men and True Blood. Now 43, she faces health challenges affecting her mobility and speech. Despite using a cane, she remains resilient, focusing on her recovery while selectively choosing meaningful projects on her own terms. At 12, Lindsay Lohan became a massive teen icon after The Parent Trap. However, from 2007 to 2015, her stardom spiraled into relentless legal battles and addiction struggles. After a necessary hiatus to reclaim her peace and sobriety, the 39-year-old actress successfully returned to the screen. Now she focuses on major projects like Freakier Friday, proving that her resilience has led to a powerful career resurgence. At 13, Edward Furlong catapulted from a Boys and Girls Club to global stardom as John Connor in Terminator 2. However, sudden fame preceded years of struggle, including rehab in 2000 and legal arrests involving Monica Keena. After serving 5 years of probation and completing counseling, the 48-year-old actor has maintained sobriety, now focusing his career on various independent film projects. Drew Barrymore was 7 when E.T. made her the world's little firecracker, cementing her status as a massive global icon. However, that early fame brought chaos, rebellion, and addiction. She entered rehab as a very young teen. She rebuilt herself with grit and honesty. Today, at 50, the ultimate survivor sparkles as a successful producer and talk show anchor, proving her resilience remains timeless. At 10, Macaulay Culkin carried Home Alone on his shoulders, instantly becoming a massive Hollywood child star. This overnight fame brought immense pressure. Privacy vanished amidst family tensions and relentless tabloid noise. Struggling with early stardom, he stepped back to reclaim his adulthood. Now, 45, the iconic actor returns on his own terms, choosing selective projects and defining his own path. Jerry Mathers rose to fame at 9 as Beaver in Leave It to Beaver, becoming the face of an idealized American childhood. The challenge of early stardom was being frozen in time by the public while growing up. Eventually, he stepped away to pursue a more normal life. Now 77, he is still remembered with great warmth as television's original and most beloved little brother forever. Jonathan Lipnicki was 6 when Jerry Maguire made him instantly famous. Then he rode the wave through Stuart Little, the adorable kid everyone quoted. But adulthood in Hollywood is a different audition. He's openly said the career momentum didn't follow him, and he's trying to turn the ship around. Now, 35, he's training, choosing roles carefully, and pushing for a real comeback. At 13, Christian Bale was chosen by Steven Spielberg from thousands for Empire of the Sun, and his performance made him a global prodigy overnight. But fame followed him back to school. He's spoken about bullying and how the pressure felt unbearable. He kept going anyway, reinventing himself again and again. Now 51, Bale remains Hollywood's ultimate chameleon, working on his own fierce terms. Cast at 7 as Fuller in Home Alone, Kieran Culkin became a massive Hollywood child star alongside his famous brother, Macaulay Culkin. While navigating the pressures of early fame, he focused on sharpening his craft while dodging the overwhelming spotlight. Now 43, the acclaimed actor has successfully transitioned into adulthood, earning prestigious awards and proving that his early promise has evolved into a sophisticated, enduring career. Jodie Foster started in commercials at age 3 and became a global sensation at 12 in Taxi Driver. Instead of succumbing to fame, she prioritized her education at Yale to maintain mental balance. Now, 63, she remains a Hollywood icon, balancing acting and directing with calm, intentional control. She successfully navigated the industry's intense pressures to build a lasting, respected career on her own terms today. At 10, Henry Thomas captivated the world as Elliot in E.T., instantly becoming a global child icon. This sudden, overwhelming fame made his early years feel strange and intense. Despite the pressure, he persevered, quietly building a remarkably steady career. Now 54, he remains a respected, hard-working actor, proving that true talent can endure long after the initial lightning strike of stardom. At 16, Leonardo DiCaprio stepped into America's living rooms on Growing Pains as Luke Brower, a homeless teen with sharp edges, and suddenly the kid with the smile had fans everywhere. Next, his role as Jack Dawson in Titanic brought unprecedented global fame. The attention could have swallowed him, so he chased craft, not celebrity, taking riskier roles until respect arrived. Now 51, he's an A-list actor, producer, and activist who still picks stories with weight, proving that true substance outlasts the fleeting nature of stardom. At 12, Kirsten Dunst became an iconic child star after her breakout role in Interview with the Vampire. While navigating early fame and the industry's immense pressure, she transitioned seamlessly into mature roles, from Spider-Man to her Oscar-nominated performance in The Power of the Dog. Now 43, she remains a powerhouse in cinema, balancing a prestigious acting career with a grounded, successful personal life. At 9, Scarlett Johansson made her film debut in North. But at 13, she truly broke through in The Horse Whisperer, playing pain with an old soul calm. Early fame meant auditions, press, and growing up under adult expectations while still figuring out who she was. Now, 41, Scarlett leads blockbuster franchises and prestige work, proving she didn't just survive child stardom, she shaped it. At 11, Anna Klumsky won hearts as Vada in My Girl, instantly becoming a global child icon. However, the intense scrutiny of fame led her to leave acting for a normal college life and a corporate career. She eventually returned on her own terms, earning multiple Emmy nominations for Veep. Now, 44, she continues to thrive, proving that stepping away was essential for her long-term success. Hayley Mills was 12 when she landed Tiger Bay. Then Disney fame exploded with Pollyanna, earning her a juvenile Oscar at 14 and a Golden Globe soon after. Growing up that beloved can be a trap. The industry wants the same girl forever. She kept working anyway, shifting into adult roles and stage work with grit. Now 79, she's still active, quietly enduring. At 5, Mara Wilson won hearts in Mrs. Doubtfire, then starred in Matilda at 9, becoming an iconic child star. Yet, behind the scenes, tragedy struck. Her mother died of cancer. This grief and the pressures of fame led her to leave acting for education and writing. Now 38, she is a successful writer and voice artist, appearing in the spotlight by choice, not demand.
With his boyish smile and polished, clean-cut looks, Frankie Avalon became a teenage heartthrob of the 1950s. His hit, Venus, along with the popular film Beach Party, cemented his status as a pop sensation. Now 85, he still carries the calm charm that once made him one of America's most beloved teen idols. With his clean-cut looks, bright smile, and wholesome charm, Pat Boone became a major teen idol of the 1950s. Hits like Love Letters in the Sand and his film April Love made him a pop superstar. Now 90, he remains an enduring symbol of the era's softer, family-friendly style. With her long dark hair, striking features, and powerful voice, Linda Ronstadt captivated young fans in the late 60s. Her breakout single Different Drum and later smash You're No Good showcased her star power. Now 79, she's celebrated as one of music's most influential female voices. With his youthful smile, bright eyes, and cute Beatle charm, a young Paul McCartney became one of the world's biggest teen idols of the early 60s. "It's Like I Want to Hold Your Hand" made girls scream worldwide. Now 83, he remains a music legend whose appeal has never faded. Donny Osmond's bright smile and wholesome, boy-next-door charm made him a sensation of the 1970s. His hit, Puppy Love, and his popular variety show Donny and Marie captured the hearts of millions. Today at 68, he continues performing with the same warm energy that once defined his rise to teen idol fame. Paul Anka's expressive eyes, polished style, and confident stage presence turned him into one of the 1950s most adored teen idols. His breakout hit, Diana, catapulted him to international fame. Today at 84, he continues performing worldwide, remaining a timeless symbol of early pop sophistication. With his sharp jawline, intense gaze, and effortless teen rebel aura, Fabian Forte quickly rose to fame in the late 1950s. Hits like "Turn Me Loose" made him a chart favorite among young fans. Now 82, he still appears at nostalgia events, proudly carrying the spirit of his early stardom. With long blonde hair and a rebellious, sun-kissed look, Leif Garrett became a defining teen idol of the 1970s. Hits like "I Was Made for Dancin'" and "Runaway Rita" fueled his fame. Today at 64, he reflects on a life shaped by early stardom and lasting cultural impact. Ricky Nelson, the rock and roll prince of the 1950s, captivated millions with his gentle smile and signature tousled hair. His stellar career, marked by hits like "Poor Little Fool." Tragedy struck on December 31st, 1985, when he died at 45 in a plane crash, ending the life of a star who defined a generation. Davy Jones' sweet smile, small stature, and irresistible British charm made him the standout teen idol of the Monkees. Hits like "Daydream Believer" and "I Wanna Be Free" elevated his star power. He passed away in 2012 at 66, but remains a beloved figure of 1960s pop culture. With his shy smile, sandy blonde hair, and soft-spoken charm, Peter Tork became a fan favorite of the Monkees during the late 60s. Songs like "I'm a Believer" helped fuel their teen idol fame. He passed away in 2019 at 77, but remains loved for his gentle spirit and humor. Peter Noon's charming grin and boyish British appeal made him the face of Herman's Hermits in the 60s. His performances on "I'm Into Something Good" and "Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter" turned him into an international sensation. Now 78, he still performs with the same playful spirit fans adored. Bobby Sherman's warm brown eyes and friendly California surfer look made him irresistible to teens in the late 60s. Songs like "Julie, Do You Love Me" turned him into a household name. Now 82, he lives a quieter life, but is fondly remembered for his heartthrob years. Annette Funicello's sweet dimples, warm eyes, and wholesome beauty made her the standout star of Disney's The Mickey Mouse Club. She later shined in beach movies like Beach Party, becoming a beloved teen idol of the late 50s and early 60s. She passed away in 2013 at 70, leaving a legacy of charm and optimism. With his long dark hair, confident eyes, and rock star swagger, Mark Lindsay became a teen favorite in the late 60s. Songs like Kicks and Hungry brought him major success. Now 83, he continues performing, still carrying the charismatic energy of his youth. Andy Gibbs' soft curls, gentle eyes, and romantic voice made him one of the biggest teen idols of the late 70s. His hit, I Just Want to Be Your Everything, shot him to instant fame. He passed away in 1988 at 30, leaving behind a brief but unforgettable legacy. With his blonde hair, gentle eyes, and easygoing charisma, Sean Cassidy became a late 70s favorite. His hit, Da Do Ron Ron, and his role on the Hardy Boys made him a household name. Now 67, he works behind the scenes but remains fondly remembered as a defining teen idol of his era. Bobby Rydell's bright eyes and cheerful, all-American appearance made him irresistible to teenage fans in the early 60s. His energetic hit, Wild One, and his role in the film Bye Bye Birdie turned him into a star. Before his passing in 2022 at 79, he remained a cherished symbol of youthful pop music. With his soft features, sweeping hair, and magnetic stage presence, David Cassidy became the ultimate teen idol as Keith Partridge in the Partridge Family. Songs like I Think I Love You made him adored worldwide. He passed away in 2017 at 67, leaving behind a legacy that shaped an entire generation of pop fans. With her dark curls, bright smile, and soulful eyes, Connie Francis became America's sweetheart of the late 50s. Her signature hit, Who's Sorry Now, turned her into a teenage sensation. She passed away on July 16, 2025 at 87, remains an enduring symbol of early pop elegance and heartfelt ballads. With his clean-cut charm, bright smile, and soft, boyish features, Bobby V quickly became a teen favorite in the early 60s. Hits like Take Good Care of My Baby and his warm stage presence won over fans nationwide. He passed away in 2016 at 73, remembered as one of pop music's gentlest voices. Tommy Sands captivated teens of the late 50s with his polished looks, confident grin, and smooth, movie star presence. His breakout hit Teenage Crush made him an overnight sensation, both on stage and on screen. Now 87, he remains a nostalgic symbol of early rock and roll's softer, romantic side. Johnny Crawford's innocent face, soft eyes, and gentle charm made him a standout teen idol after rising to fame on The Rifleman. His hit Cindy's Birthday cemented his appeal among young fans in the early 60s. He passed away in 2021 at 75, remembered for his sweetness both on screen and in song. Herman Santiago's youthful style and smooth stage presence helped define the early rock and roll teen idol era. As part of the Teenagers, he contributed to hits like Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Now 84, he remains a treasured voice from rock's formative years. Dolly Parton, the Queen of Country, rose to fame in the 1960s with timeless hits like Jolene and I Will Always Love You. In the early 1970s, she admitted to breast implants and regular Botox use. Now 79, she's celebrated for her kind heart and her strikingly transformed, glamorous appearance. Diana Ross, the Motown legend who redefined soul and pop with hits like Ain't No Mountain High Enough and Endless Love, remains an icon of timeless music and grace. Now 81, with natural hair, softer features, and a calm presence, she's far from her glamorous stage days. Cyndi Lauper, the vibrant pop rebel who lit up the 1980s with Girls Just Want to Have Fun, remains as bold as ever. Now 72, she embraces age with eccentric flair, lavender hair, vivid lips, and fearless style. Her face shows change and strength alike, a living portrait of unapologetic individuality. Barry Manilow, the beloved voice behind classics like Mandy and Can't Smile Without You. Over the years, he's faced speculation and even admitted to having eyelid surgery, facelifts, and Botox to maintain his youthful look. Now 82, though visibly transformed, he remains unmistakably iconic. Barbra Streisand, the powerhouse behind The Way We Were and Evergreen, has always been admired for her unmatched voice and strong individuality. Now 83, with natural grace and softened beauty, she's far from the dazzling starlet she once was, yet still undeniably Barb. Nancy Sinatra, the sultry voice behind These Boots Are Made for Walkin', was a 1960s style icon with bold charm and beauty. Through the years, she's been open about cosmetic enhancements that reshaped her once youthful features. Now 85, she looks strikingly different. Charo, the flamboyant Spanish-American music star behind Coochie Coochie, lit up the 1970s with her dazzling guitar skills, infectious energy, and magnetic stage presence. Over the years, numerous cosmetic procedures have dramatically reshaped her face. Now 74, with a strikingly sculpted look and enduring sparkle, she's far from her youthful bombshell days. Cher, the fearless pop goddess who rose to fame in the 1960s, has long embraced reinvention. Open about facelifts and rhinoplasty, she turned transformation into art. Now 79, with chiseled features and eternal glam, she's worlds away from the folk girl she once was. Liza Minnelli, the powerhouse voice behind Cabaret and daughter of Hollywood royalty, once embodied dazzling energy and theatrical glamour. Years of health struggles and rumored cosmetic surgeries have left visible marks of change. Now 79, often seen in frilier form, she's far from her vibrant past.
Thanks for watching Golden Flame Stars. If these child star journeys moved you, tell us in the comments. Which story surprised you most? And who do you want us to feature next? Fame can spark a dream, but surviving it takes strength, sacrifice, and reinvention. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, stay curious and keep shining.